guys, what's up? This is Renee with Madistrophic, and today I'm here with Rob, and Matt, and this is the Matt Sedivy Trio. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty awesome.
Good. Waking up.
Pretty guys, thanks for joining us for today.
Yeah.
So let's start off this show with this basic question, where are you guys, all of you, from individually?
Take it.
Okay. I'm from Charlottesville. I actually went to JMU, graduated in 2012, and live in Charlottesville again now, and travel over here on the weekends. And,
yeah. I'm from Leesburg. It's like Northern Virginia area. But yeah, I just go to school here, senior, JMU.
And I'm from Roanoke, Virginia, just like Southwest Virginia, and I'm JMU student here.
And how did you guys start to get into music? What inspired you to just pick up an instrument the first time?
Well, I played piano for forever, and then eventually my dad got me Hollow-West Was Won by Led Zeppelin, and then I wanted to learn how to play Stairway to Heaven, so I learned that on piano, and once I realized I couldn't play the solo, I decided I was going to play guitar. So it's not that exciting, but that's the story for me.
Yeah, I started playing guitar when I was in 6th grade, just using my thumb on the fretboard. My fingers weren't. I had no idea what I was doing, so I just used my thumb until I got basically good enough to start playing other songs. But yeah, I didn't really play bass at all until this band, really. So
didn't know that.
Yeah. I have no experience whatsoever.
Yeah, by the way, he's never played bass before.
Thanks for that. Sure. I grew up playing piano. I started playing piano when I was 5. All my family members are musicians. My dad's a band director, and I started playing drums in 6th grade, and the rest is history.
Alright, that's cool. So growing up, did you guys have a favorite band or musician that you enjoying listening to that kind of gave you inspiration to write music or anything like that?
What gave me inspiration, it's gonna sound terrible, I used to love Avenged Sevenfold. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
That's the darker side of me.
You today.
Yeah, I'm just a totally different person back in the day.
Dark Horse.
Yeah, I don't know. That inspired me to play guitar, as lame as it is. I don't even care.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm really inspired by neo soul and hip hop groups, drumming wise. Yeah, so Questlove and the Roots were early on my big influence, and now Chris Day and Robert Glasper and stuff like that. I don't know. I think the first rock band I was really into was Coheed and Cambria.
Yes, I played that too. Oh my god,
it's lame, but
yes,
that's what I was really into in early high school, and got into rock drumming through that.
Yeah, mine was Jethro Tull, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Kiss, just a bunch of classic rock. And then it came from that to Omar Rodriguez Lopez from the Mars Volta. And then I realized I started using pedals, and then realized I couldn't actually play guitar because I was using too many pedals to cover up sound. And then just went from that to whatever I'm listening to now. A lot of Radiohead, Andrew Bird, things like that.
Alright, cool. When you guys first came to JMU, how did you guys meet together? Was this just a random occurrence, or did you just meet through a class or anything like that?
Well, we're both classically trained musicians here through the School of Music here. And I'd actually known Rob through music industry classes. We were in some songwriting classes together. And Rob, we had random instances where we met each other just through life, and then we were both part of an organization here on campus, and then we met through that. And I released the second album, Taste and Seas, and Rob hit me up and said that he really dug in some of the stuff off the first record, Sketches. And so we got together, and then we got Rob, and then now here we are.
Okay. How'd you come with the name Matt Sedivy Trio? Because, is that does that make you, the main leader? Is this, your project right here? Or, is this something you guys kind of agreed to,
Well, I wrote all the music for the last two albums, which we played for all the live gigs. And then once we came together, we didn't really know what to do. we just kind of went for it.
Well, we played a show as Matt Sedivy, and that didn't really make any sense because you had a whole band. Yeah. But I mean, it's his music, and we joined knowing it was his music. You know, we respected it. So.
But the thing is, like, as a live performance, it would like never be able to happen without the two Robs.
And how long did it take before you guys like were comfortable enough, or you had enough confidence that you wanted to perform live at JMU?
Well, Rob and I perform all the time, especially through like the School of Music, doing ensembles, doing like just perform all the time. So for us, it wasn't weird for us to get together and you learn how to play with musicians because you play with musicians all the time. And then Rob, he played a ton of shows with Smashville and some other. What were some other ones?
Just Smashville, Our Brother Atlas.
Our Brother Atlas. That was the other one. So I don't know. It came together pretty easily. Honestly, we got together in December and we had a gig by January.
It was nice that all the songs were already done and mapped out, and we kind of just had to learn what was on the album. And I mean, obviously, sound changes with the personnel that we have, but it was already there for us. We just had to learn it.
Yeah. So essentially, like Matt composes all the songs. Like, do you guys ever like compose songs as well, or do you guys ever like work together to make songs?
Well, we've worked on a couple new things, and we're trying to get a new EP together. And so for all that music, like I just come with the parts. None of it's recorded yet. So some of that we got together, and we're working on some of that stuff still. But otherwise, a lot of like the introductions, the songs have changed completely from the record to how they're played live. A lot of people who come to the show and be like, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Like, the songs are sensitive and emotional for some of them, and then there was people like crowd surfing at the live.
Yeah.
Like, I spoke to you. You guys discussed this earlier. Like, you had your first performance here at JMU a couple of years back, and like something happened. Could you describe like exactly what was it? What happened during your first performance?
Our first performance. Oh, yeah, Rob. Well, this was like this was in January. So this was like 4 months ago. Yeah, Rob got Jimmy John's, and he claims it was bad Jimmy John's, but really we think he was nervous. He puked right before we went on.
Throw me under the bus.
And hey, he's throwing you under the bus. And he brought a bucket with him and sat it behind the drum set. And throughout the entire gig, I would call out and be like, "Everyone give our drummer Rob a clap because he hasn't thrown up yet." So everyone would cheer after every 2 or 3 songs.
That's what kept you going, man.
Right.
That's what kept
the audience.
Yeah. The crowd support.
My first gig with food poisoning.
Yeah. So he claims it was Jimmy John's, but we don't really know. It's a mystery to this day.
What it was.
And how would you guys like describe your sound, like from a musician standpoint? Like, how do you guys see yourselves? Like rock, alternative?
Take it, Robert.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely alternative rock. We have a lot of different influences. The soul thing comes out. The Grizzly Bear comes out. The Radiohead comes out.
Yeah. Flamenco comes out.
Flamenco comes out sometimes. We do some jazz, and I don't know. It's hard. It's always hard classifying that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I feel like the genres. I mean, you have your music, which is like indie, alternative, like folk, whatever. But then like you're like a jazz drummer, so you bring like that jazz side of it. I'll play like a bunch of like Tame. I just listen to Tame Impala all the time, so I'll just play like Tame Impala bass riffs, and then like you have just like how that all meshes together, kind of.
A lot of people said, like, check this out, it's its own sound, and that's probably the best compliment I think that we can get. You know, a lot of stuff just sounds the same. Even the term indie now is starting to turn into like weird, what used to not be like coined as. So for people to say like we're our own sound is probably the best compliment.